Hi, welcome to this short video to show how SharePoint Online workflow can be set up. So in this example, I have used all fictitious names which are only for the purpose of this demonstration. Alfonso sends a document which he would like to have a signature of his peers, Deborah and Elwood. So this workflow will show a document starting from Alfonso and routing to Deborah and Elwood. Once that is completed, it gives a complete status information back to Alfonso. So let's proceed with it. Hi, I am Alfonso, and I'm going to work with my colleague, peer teachers, on some academic papers. We have arrived at a conclusion, and I would like a document to be signed. This is the Office 365 desktop with all my apps here, some of the recent documents, and also academic papers SharePoint online site. I am going to take a document and request my colleagues to sign those documents as a expression of agreement. So I'm going to go to the documents list items. Once I'm there, I'm going to select the document and I'm going to set up a workflow. So here, workflow settings. This is going to be set on this particular document, add workflow. And this is going to be a signature type workflow. Let's just call it SIG1. Yes, I wanted to kick off every time I make any changes to this document. And I'm going to send it to my colleague, Deborah. Let me try to resolve using Azure Active Directory. And yes, it is resolved. Deborah Berger and another gentleman called Elwood. Again, I'm going to use the Azure Active Directory. I have two of them and I can set the order. Either it can go parallel to both or it can go serially. So let me try to set serially actually. There it is ready. So I save the workflow, which I just set up by just a click of few buttons. The SIG workflow is set up against the document one. And after the setting, to start the workflow, I just need to go to the document, advanced workflow, and it shows that this workflow is already set against this document. I go here and ask it to start. So now this SharePoint Online is starting the workflow against this document so that I can get the signatures I need from my colleagues. And the screen shows that the particular signature workflow against this document is in progress. Clicking on that SIG1 shows the details here, and it also shows a very nice visual view of the flow starting, going to Deborah, and then going to Elwood, and then stopping. Uh, Below is the details of the same process, and as we see the workflow will progress, this will change as well. Now we are seeing Deborah's screen, and same view, Deborah sees her desktop and can go to SharePoint. Since this SharePoint site has been shared by Alfonso to Deborah, she sees this academic papers site. She goes there and then looks at the documents. When she sees document, she will also see that shared document with the column showing that the signature one process is in progress. Deborah can see the same view and then proceed to actually participate in it. Um, it shows here that it requires your signature. So Deborah goes here, goes ahead and signs this document. So once she does that, her part is over. And we know as the workflow has been set up, it should progress to move on to pass the document to Elwood. And you can see the updated chart here below. The narrative is also provided where Deborah has already signed it. Let's move on to experience which Elwood is getting. Now we are looking at Elwood's same Office 365 desktop screen. Let us go to SharePoint to access that shared site. Here we go, and it is showing academic papers. We go to academic papers, just like we did last time. We go to documents, and Elwood is seeing in progress as well the document for signatures. And right now, this is a task that is pending for him. Deborah is already showing completed. So I, as Elwood, now go to um, the document signing. I accept and do the signature. Once the signature have been done, the process will be completed, and Alfonso will get back the intimation that is completed workflow. And also the picture of the workflow updates that both Deborah and Elwood have actually updated by signing this document, which is followed up by the narration and the various timestamps to show when this particular event or action took place. Going back to Alfonso's screen, his desktop, you can see in the document, it shows now the signature one flow is complete. We can click it to actually look at the details. The details will show in form of the picture Deborah and Albert has signed, and also in form of narrations details. So this completes our very short video to show you how you can set up workflows in SharePoint Online very easily and just by clicking buttons needing no coding.